कुडुपु मंगलुरु में मोहम्मद अशरफ के दिल दहला देने वाले हुजूमी कत्ल या मॉब लिंचिंग ने हिंदुस्तान के आईनी उसूल यानी भाईचारे से इनहराफ को शर्मनाक हद तक जाहिर किया है। 28 जून 2025 को पीपल्स यूनियन फॉर सिविल लिबर्टीज़ PUCL, कर्नाटक, ऑल इंडिया लॉयर्स एसोसिएशन फॉर जस्टिस और एसोसिएशन फॉर प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ सिविल राइट्स ने प्रेस क्लब में एक चौंका देने वाली रिपोर्ट बउनवान लॉस्ट फ्रेटर्निटी अ मॉब लिंचिंग इन ब्रॉड डे लाइट यानी गुमशुदा भाईचारा दिन दहाड़े हुजूम ने किया कत्ल। ये रिपोर्ट इस नफरत अंगेज़ जुर्म और निज़ाम की नाकामी का सबूत है। मावल्दी शंकर DSS अम्बेडकर वाड़ा के रियासती कन्वेनर ने रियासती इंतज़ामिया की बेहिसी की मजम्मत की। कहा कि अशरफ के ख़ानदान और उनके भाई जब्बार से हमदर्दी जताने के लिए भी कोई अफसर नहीं आया। उन्होंने मुतालबा किया है कि ये आखिरी लिंचिंग हो जाए और इसके बाद फिर कोई ऐसी लिंचिंग से दर्दनाक मौत ना हो। अक़वाम मुत्तहिदा की ख़ुसूसी नुमाइंदा डॉक्टर अश्विनी KP ने पहलगाम हमले के बाद मुसलमानों को मीडिया में मनफी अंदाज में पेश किए जाने पर तशवीश ज़ाहिर की और कहा कि यही वो सिलसिला है जो हुजूमी तशद्दुद को जन्म देता है, जैसा कि अशरफ के केस में हुआ है। भारत ने नस्ल परस्ती के ख़ात्मे से मुतल्लक़ बैनुल-अक़वामी कन्वेंशन पर दस्तखत कर रखे हैं और इसके तहत इसकी ज़िम्मेदारियाँ बनती हैं। ऑल इंडिया लॉयर्स एसोसिएशन फॉर जस्टिस की सदर मैत्री कृष्णन ने इस मामले को नफ़रत पर मबनी जुर्म करार दिया और पुलिस पर तनक़ीद करते हुए कहा कि FIR दर्ज करने में तक ताख़ीर की गई और सुप्रीम कोर्ट की हिदायत को नज़रअंदाज कर दिया गया। एडवोकेट विनय श्रीनिवास ने नाक़िस तहक़ीक़ात और मुल्ज़िमान को आसानी से ज़मानत देने पर एतराज़ किया और मुतालबा किया कि इस मामले की CID तफ्तीश कराई जाए और एक ख़ुसूसी पब्लिक प्रोसिक्यूटर मुक़र्रर किया जाए। SIO कर्नाटक के मोहम्मद हयान ने पुलिस और मकामी बिरादरी के रवैये पर अफसोस का इजहार किया और इंसाफ के हक़ में आवाज़ बुलंद की। यह रिपोर्ट जो PUCL.org पर दस्तयाब है, हुकूमत से जवाबदेही, मुतासरा ख़ानदान को मुआवजा और नफ़रत पर मबनी तशद्दुद के ख़ात्मे का मुतालबा करती है।
See, there is very unfortunate, very serious incident of mob lynching against Mr. Ashraf that took place, and what the action or rather the inaction of the police thereafter. In this regard, a fact-finding was conducted by the People's Union for Civil Liberties, Karnataka, All India Lawyers Association for Justice, and the Association for Protection of Civil Rights (APCR). Joint fact-finding that was conducted, and now a report has been released in regard to what took place. And this report raises very serious questions about where we really stand today, what our law enforcement agencies are doing, and what is happening to our society. Mr. Ashraf was killed by a mob who attacked him, killed him. They were playing a game of cricket, and when he walked that side, they are said to have killed him, and then they go back to playing that game of cricket. It really shocks our conscience as to what is really happening. After that, the police go see the body of Mr. Ashraf, but they don't immediately register an FIR. They register what is called a UDR. That's an unnatural death report, even though it is very amply clear that he was murdered. This raises very serious questions of what really is happening. The Supreme Court, in its judgment in Tehsin Poonawalla, has in fact looked at this issue of mob lynching and has said that it is an assault on our constitution and an assault on the rule of law, and it's very essential that law enforcement agencies take this very seriously. It has also said that there must be a nodal officer who is appointed who will actually take action immediately. But the fact that FIR is not registered, the fact that FIR was registered late, the various circumstances surrounding this raises very serious questions as to what is really happening there and whether the rule of law is really being protected, whether the values of our constitution are really being protected, especially in Dakshin Kannada. This is the third such report on Dakshin Kannada, and which raises serious questions about what has happened to the society over there, and especially the value of fraternity, what has happened over there, the rise of hate crimes in Dakshin Kannada. The series of recommendations that have been given in this report, including in regard to action that has to be taken in this case and the action that needs to be taken in order to ensure that there is communal harmony and there is a complete stop to hate crimes. This includes holding a meeting in Dakshin Kannada with civil society organizations, various Dalit organizations, Muslim organizations, women organizations, and various other organizations over there in order to come together to actually resolve this issue and to bring an end to this kind of hate crimes that are taking place. We are demanding that the government take immediate action in this regard.
Now the report is out. Do you feel that truth prevails now?
Truth will prevail when the people who are responsible for the barbaric killing of Mr. Ashraf, they are punished. There is in fact, Mr. Ashraf's brother says that this should be the last mob lynching that takes place, and towards that, the government should take action to ensure the complete stoppage of hate crimes. It is only then that we can say that really the values of our constitution are being upheld.
So today actually is exactly 2 months after he was lynched, and we have released this fact-finding report from PUCL, Karnataka, AILAJ and APCR. We had all gone to the scene of crime, and where things stand today is that after his lynching, we have our findings show us 4 very alarming findings. Firstly, that the cricket players who went and lynched him, after they lynched him, they went back to play cricket. And this is something we are all still grappling with, that what will we do with this kind of consciousness of people? We don't know. This is a call to look back to Baba Sahib Ambedkar's words on building a public conscience, on building constitutional morality. Secondly, we found the role of the police, that from the very first day, people including the police commissioner, the DCP and the ACP very well knew about the crime. They visited the scene of crime, and despite that, they did not register an FIR. They filed an unnatural death report, and their explanation, the DCP LNO's explanation to us was that that when you are on the scene of crime, it is the medical expert who takes a call whether the body can be conclusively said to be lynched or to be have murdered, or it's a suspicious death. And we find that completely baseless, because we saw the body, and any reasonable person would have understood that what possibly could have inflicted such deep wounds in the body. The third finding that we have that we want to highlight is the role of the Home Minister in this. The Home Minister shouted slogans of said that the deceased Ashraf shouted slogans of Pakistan Zindabad. But when we looked at the FIR, when we spoke to the people there was nothing pointing to any kind of slogans having been raised of Pakistan Zindabad. So it's really a question to be asked, that who told our Home Minister that Pakistan Zindabad was shouted? Because when you look at the FIR, it specifically says in Kannada, Pakistan, Pakistan, and there is a grammatical nuance there where the complainant doesn't clarify that did he hear it or did he not hear it, but Pakistan, Pakistan was shouted. Who said it? Whether the accused said it, whether Ashraf said it, the complaint doesn't clarify it. So in that context, to have communalized this and to say that was the pretext of on the pretext of him having shouted slogans he was killed, is to have done such grave injustice to Ashraf and his family, to have to justify in one way almost that he was lynched for a reason.
Do you feel that you will take the entire issue to a logical end now?
That is the aim, that we will collectively work with other human rights organizations and activists to bring justice to the family of Ashraf in whatever way we can do. And we will be closely working and we will be submitting a copy of these reports to elected representatives and government officials and asking them to take action on the basis of it.